Yes, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, welcome. This is me and Lubo doing something slightly different. And this is Lubo in his absolute element, watching the best player of any generation, Jamie Donnelly for Leyton
Totally
Orient.
generational. Completely generational. He's the boy.
On a serious note, I'm quite looking forward to it. I mean, listen, there's added spice. Orient versus, the champions of England. But with Orient having Keeley and Donnelly as part of their team, it just gives it a little bit of spice for us Spurs fans to have an added interest in this game.
Yeah, they've always been good afternoon. In fact, I should say morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. To everybody watching.
Absolutely.
Orient's always been my second team. My dad worked on a Saturday and my uncle took me to Orient 7 months before my first Spurs game. So they've always been a team close to my heart. And here we are. Always get down there once, twice a season. And it's been great this year with the Spurs boys playing. So,
yeah.
How are you?
I've always enjoyed going down to the Orient. They're just through the other side of the tunnel for me. And I remember before it was, because now they've got the kind of luxury flats, haven't they, on each corner of the ground. Yeah. I remember it before when it was pokey little Brisbane Road. I remember wherever we parked, we seemed to get a ticket, even if there was no yellow line. It was just a pokey little stadium, but proper football, right? Proper football.
Oh God, yeah, brilliant. With a capacity of about 9,000. So
and you would probably think they'll put up more fight against City than we did against Liverpool midweek.
That's not hard. That's not
hard. On a serious note, look, I've looked at the two teams. I literally looked at them a minute before we came on. And obviously, if we're looking at Man City from the champions perspective, Rico Lewis, Ruben Diaz, Gundogan, their new signing, Nico, Savinho, Grealish, Marmoush, McAtee. All signs should say comfortable City win, but
they should do.
It's that romantic side, isn't it?
And Orient have got Beckles at the back. Who else? A guy up front missing, and there was a midfielder, Sean Clare, missing as well today. All injured, I think. So they're slightly under strength as well. But let's hope that Donnelly comes through and does his job.
Where's Dylan Markendale? I was expecting him to be playing for the Orient today.
He's on the bench.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping he'd be playing.
They're resting him they're keeping him for the playoff push. They're in 6th place at the moment, the O's.
Yeah.
One defeat in 12. It's the opposite to Spurs, isn't it? I think we're 1 win in 12 in the league, something like that. And they're 1 defeat in 12. So there you go.
By the way, Leeds are playing Millwall in 7 minutes as well. I'm sure that the police in Leeds are having a whale of a time looking after those two sets of fans. But look, we have got Leyton Orient Man City. Let's talk about Josh Keeley. From what I've heard, he's very, very highly rated at Spurs. He's been brilliant at Orient. Whenever I've seen Orient play, he looks very good. He's getting standout reviews.
Yeah.
Are you a bit frustrated on that front then, that with that in mind, that Spurs went out and bought Kinski when you've got Austin, you've got Keeley? I believe that there's also
Gunter as well.
Are you frustrated when you see the signing of someone like Kinski blocking that pathway?
Well, just look at the whole transfer window for Tottenham. It's a complete mess, wasn't it? I mean, you wouldn't expect a professional football club to act in this way. No, there was no need to buy Kinski at all. You've got enough good keepers in place. I see in the Europa League squad, Forster's been left out and Austin is Vicario's reserve. So obviously Vicario is very close to coming back now. Otherwise they wouldn't have left Forster out. Honestly, the whole thing's muddled. It's just a complete shit show down there with Lange and Ange. It's a farce. The whole thing's just a nonsense. So was I surprised? Yes, I was surprised to see them bring a keeper in. They didn't need a keeper. They needed a reserve left back. They needed a left-footed centre back. to come in, because we can see that Van der Ven's got serious problems with his hamstrings now.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But what this does mean, Lubo, me and you can spend every other Saturday together next season when we get on our season tickets at the Orient. Let's support Orient.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah,
why not? Looking forward to that. Listen, it could be, I did think it was going to be Orient Spurs at one stage next season, but
we're
probably won't happen both ways. But
we're not quite that bad. I mean, I'll be honest. As I said to you last week, I spoke to you when I was at Bromley. Gosh, it was a tough watch. I'll be honest with you. Real kick, bollock, and bite football. But you know what was brilliant? No VAR. It was magical. No VAR. But do you know who won't agree with me on VAR?
Leicester City.
Leicester City fans. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw. I was flicking on and off, and I watched the last few minutes. But you actually got to question how the linesman's missed that, because the linesman's meant to be level with the last defender when the kick is made. When whatever kick is made, he's meant to be level with the back four, the last one. So you got to ask. He obviously wasn't level. It was, he must have been the same linesman that didn't give the Pedro Mendes goal at Old Trafford. So,
you know what? Do you know what happened, right? So last night I actually watched the new Batman film, the Batman film of Robert Pattinson. And I didn't realise it was 3 hours. But anyway, when that finished, I thought, there's still 5 minutes of United. Yeah. I'll flick over and then I'll get to watch 30 minutes of extra time here. And then when that free kick came in, I thought to myself, he's miles off. And I was watching it with the sound off, right? I was watching it with the sound off. And I'm thinking, why is that not disallowed? And it only hit me then, hang on, there's no VAR. And I guess that's the argument for where VAR is good, is Leicester City today can be very, very aggrieved that they're not, well, at least they didn't get the opportunity in extra time, right? They must be spitting feathers.
I'm still anti-VAR. I think it's killed the game. I think we all go for that adrenaline rush when we score. That's the biggest adrenaline rush you get during a match, and they killed that now with VAR. Unless it's like a humdinger from 30 yards, like Wanyama at Anfield a few years ago, or someone beating 6 men and scoring like Sonny did against Burnley a few years back. It's always going to be, you sit and you wait. Have they found the problem? Look at this. Look at Solanke's goal that was chalked off against Liverpool in the first leg at 0-0. I mean, ridiculous. It ought to be sort of, where are your feet? Not arms, legs, shoulders, heads, whatever. You run with your feet, and there should be daylight, I think, between defender and attacker for offside with VAR to work. Otherwise, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I agree with you. Do you know what, Lubo? I'm one of those that's always said, I acknowledge that there are going to be decisions, without VAR, there are going to be decisions that go wrong. Yeah. But I'd rather that than all of the baggage that VAR has brought. And I don't know if you remember, before VAR came in, the whole point was, all these debates that happen on Match of the Day, Gillette Soccer Saturday, BT, all these debates. Well, VAR will eradicate that. It's done the opposite. We're all still debating VAR.
Do you know what? Everything is about the referee in Stockley Park these days. Nobody talks about what goes on on the match. Supreme pieces of skill. That's all they talk about. Yeah. It is,
No, absolutely. By the way, just quickly, City are Ortega, Lewis, Reece, Diaz, O'Reilly, Gundogan, Gonzalez, McAtee, Savino, Marmoush, and Grealish. And then they've got some big, heavy hitters on the bench, but no Erling Haaland to be found in East London today. No Erling Haaland.
Not even on the bench.
He's not on the bench. No, the bench. I'll be honest. Let's be honest. I suppose if you're Pep, you're thinking, if we can't beat these, no offense to them, without Erling Haaland, then there is something very wrong. You've got Victor Reece is starting. He captained Brazil apparently to the World Cup the under-17s World Cup last year. Mm-hmm. You've got Nico Gonzalez, who's got 9 goals and 9 assists in 68 games for Porto. But none of them are Jamie Donnelly, your favourite youth player in the world.
No, I love Donnelly. I saw him last season. I think he's got a lot of ability. You know, even Ange gave him 5 minutes at the Etihad when after Kulu's equaliser. There we go, Keely and Donnelly. Absolutely.
Everyone knows you, Lubo. Does anyone come up to you? Does anyone ever come up to you at away grounds or at White Hart Lane and say, "Hey, I've seen you on YouTube"?
Well, yes. I mean, there was a 20-minute break at the Teddy Sheringham show that I went to last Monday with Johnny and Billy and Brad, and I'm walking down the stairs during the break, and this guy came up to me and said, "Hello, Ian." I said, "Do I know you?" He said, "I watch you on Tottenham Away." Sorry, Sav. You did ask. So
what can I do? These little channels like mine, no one recognises, but it's all right.
Right, I'm going to drop downstairs and watch the in front of the telly so I can commentate with you.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, you host. I'll see you in a sec.
God, I'll see you in a minute. So, I mean, a bit of a change of pace today, guys. Leyton Orient versus Man City. Jamie Donnelly will get the game off and running. Listen, let me know your score predictions in the chat. I am unfortunately going to go with 5 or 6-0 to Man City. Maybe a consolation goal as the game is kicked off. Anyone hoping on that FA Cup romance? Is there going to be that romanticism attached to today's game? Will Leyton Orient knock out Pep Guardiola's Man City? Or is this going to be a walk in the park? Let me know what you think in the chat. And by the way, at 3 p.m. today, we'll have a live FA Cup and League score show. So nice and chilled. Basically a day where Spurs don't get to ruin football for us, which is really, really nice. Yes. Let me know if you would like to come and watch along for that. 1-1, 2-1 Orient. 3-0 Orient, 4-0 Man City, 4-1 City, 5-1 City. Listen, it is that romantic part of the cup, isn't it? Where, I think we all hang on to, like the days when Mickey Thomas got the goal against Arsenal. And the funny thing was, if anyone remembers about that Wrexham Arsenal game back in the 90s, it wasn't even the Mickey Thomas goal that won the game. That's what always makes me laugh. Everyone remembers the Mickey Thomas rocket from the free kick, but it wasn't even that goal that won it. And let's see, Lubo will know. Without a shadow of a doubt, Lubo will know the answer to this question.
Go on.
Lubo, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
Good. You look like an angel. There's so much light in the background. You look like an angel. I'm sure your wife would disagree with that. Lubo, hang on. Leyton Orient on the attack here on the left-hand side. Hang on. Go on. Whip it in. He's taken... good defending by Lewis. Lubo.
Are you Johnson in disguise? Sorry, yes.
I'll take you back to the early 90s. Right? The racecourse ground. Arsenal are 1-0 up against Wrexham.
Yeah.
And Mickey Thomas equalises.
Yes.
Who scored the winning goal for Wrexham that day?
Tall centre forward, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Winning goal for Wrexham.
Answers on a postcard. Who scored the winning goal in that game?
Don't know. Can't think. I'll pull a curtain back.
I'll tell you who it was. It was Stephen Watkin.
There you go.
Steve Watkin. And isn't it funny, though? Whenever anyone talks about that game, Lubo, no one talks about Watkin, who actually knocked them out. They talk about Mickey Thomas, don't they?
That was great. And I always remember York scored a 90th minute winner against Arsenal as well in the FA Cup.
Go on,
York.
Hang on. That. Grealish has cut in, had a shot just wide.
He's not going to beat Keely from there. He won't beat Keely from there, don't worry.
Did you actually see yesterday a good discussion point rather than the chat? Pep Guardiola in his press conference yesterday actually apologised publicly to Jack Grealish and said, "Look, I should have played you more." It's I don't know, quite refreshing to see. He apologised to Phillips as well, to Grealish. I mean, is it a sad afterthought, or is that a good thing for a manager to do?
Well, I mean, how many apologies would Ange have to make? I mean, answers in a book, please. So look at this. Having a go. Look at this. Go on.
Oh,
Oh, he's in.
Oh, he's given the free kick against the Orient. For anyone not, let me know in the chat who's watching. And if you aren't watching, it's on BBC in the UK. Probably available on some dodgy streams, which I won't condone, but that's where you can find them. Orient. Oh, he's done well there, hasn't he?
He's given him a nudge though, the Orient boy, hasn't he?
Yeah. But they're getting in down this left hand. Oh, it's like they're playing Spurs, getting in down the left hand side.
It's a good start for the O's.
Yeah, they've done well. I want to see. Selfishly, I want to see Donnelly get on the ball. I really want to see. I really want to see Donnelly. By the way, some good games later, Lubo, which I'm going to be covering. So you've got Birmingham, Newcastle. Obviously, the Spurs tie there with Chris Davis.
Yes.
And then we've got Chelsea, Brighton, Chelsea. I believe they play each other twice in a week, Brighton and Chelsea, both at Brighton. So that should be a good game. Brighton have stuttered a little bit lately.
Yes, they have.
But it sounds a bit creepy.
That's their level, though, isn't it? Sort of 7th, 8th, 9th. That's which is brilliant for a club with their resources.
Oh, for
generally.
Sure.
I know they made a record profit. I think they made the highest profit last season out of any Premier League club.
Yeah,
of about 140 million, but that was obviously down to transfer fees.
Yeah. Hang on. Is Grealish cutting in again? Lanes it off. Gundogan whips it in, and it's a corner kick to Man City. I always think that in games like this, and I know you won't want to hear this, I always think that Man City, almost in the first 5-10 minutes of games, never really come out motoring. It's normally after about 10 minutes where they settle into their play. But what I am excited about this week, Lubo, from a football fan point of view, forget who I support, Man City home to Real Madrid in the first leg of the knockout. That's going to be a cracker, isn't it?
That's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to be called a Man City fan because I'm doing a watch-along for that as well.
Okay. Well, I'm off to Watford, hopefully, on Thursday. To watch the youth team in the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup.
You love it. You bloody love it, Lubo.
It's fairly close. Now I'm looking forward. It's a new batch of kids. I haven't seen them. Billy Cairns is telling me how good some of these boys are. I mean, the centre half, can't think what his name has been well publicised already. He's highly rated. Can't think what his name is. Some Barnett, is it?
Is it Luca Barnett?
That's it.
Is it the double-barreled lad?
Yeah, Stell talks about him on his show quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I mean, whenever I've spoken to Stell and he said that he's spoken to the coaches down at Tottenham Hotspur, that's the age group that everyone raves about. Not this age group. It's the age group below. But look, as always, we'll wait and see. But I mean, this is all the romance of the cup. And what we really need is we want this game to be 0-0 for as long as possible. We really do. Because I think if City score, it could be a very long day.
Yeah.
By the way, what do you make of Savio?
What do I make of Savio? I think he makes more of an impact than Doku.
Yeah. I think he's better than Doku, yeah.
Definitely. I think Doku is, for me, I think he's overrated. I genuinely think. I'm not sure he's one of the best buys that Pep has made.
Do you know what I think he needs? Do you know what I think Doku needs? And I think he will, if he stays with Pep, he will get this. He's one of those wingers where you look at and go, he's so talented, he's so quick, but it's decision-making, it's the last pass. And I think he's with the best coach to get that out of him. But the next year is going to be massive for him. But I really like Savio. I think Savio's everything I'd love to see at Spurs in a winger, Lubo. You know what I mean? Everything I'd love to see.
Listen, there are several wingers that I'd love to see, but I'm looking forward to Odebear having a look at him when he's fully fit, because
we'll see.
the videos that I've seen of him were all made during his year last year for Burnley in the Premier League. So it's not like it's a championship thing, but he does look useful. And against Everton, he was unlucky, funny enough, because the boy making his debut, there we go.
Hang on. Oh, no. Oh,
he's missed it.
Oh,
he missed that
he got away with one there, didn't he? The Orient centre half.
Oh.
For anyone not watching, Man City got in down the right-hand side. Let's just check there was no offside here. So the ball, it was a wonderful pass. He's onside. He's laid the ball across. The Orient centre half looks like he's just going to clear it for a corner. Misses it completely.
Oof.
And then Gundogan, I don't know why he didn't take that with his left foot.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'll tell you what, though, Destiny 5, as much as people have not this one, sorry. Big up, bro. As much as people talk about Sterling, what a wonderful career this boy has had. I know the way people talk about him now, but this boy has scored hundreds of goals whilst playing for Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal and England. That's a bloody good career, Lubo, isn't it? Whatever you think of him.
No, he's been a good, steady professional for several years.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think the thing is, not every player has to be brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Hang on. City are away. Great tackle.
Great
tackle that. Really good tackle. City looked like they were going down through the middle, and it was one-on-one. And it's one of those ones where you think to yourself, please get it right. And he did. He did.
That's a poor decision. That's a foul throw as well.
Did you know what? Someone said to me, Boomverse, someone said to me yesterday, not a YouTuber, one of my mates, he said, you know what? For all the stick Man City are getting, he said, you think about it. He said, in the summer, they're probably going to get rid of Walker, Stones, Grealish, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Silva. And he said, if you look at what they're buying next year, their team, potentially, obviously, more signings, their team going forward could be Nico Gonzalez and Rodri in midfield. Yeah. Savio to the right. Yeah. Haaland through the middle. Foden in the hole. Marmoush on the left. You've then got Doku, McAtee. He's building. He's building another. He's building another team.
He is. They didn't spend much in the summer, did they? City. So people talk about City spent half the money that was spent in the January window by Premier clubs.
Oh, he's away here.
Too easy.
Brilliant ball. It's going to be one. Oh, great block again. Sorry to cut you off. Great block again. Yeah, they're defending brilliantly, but again, Savio down this right-hand side. They can't. I wouldn't expect them to. They can't handle him. He is a top winger.
When did they bring Savio in? Was it the summer window?
The summer window from Girona.
About 30 million, wasn't it?
Wasn't he a free? Let's have
was it a free?
I never know anymore.
They hardly spent any money, did they, in the summer? So if you look at it, they spent 180 plus very little. So you look at it over 2 transfer windows. It's not an awful lot.
You're right. You're right. According to Wikipedia, it says Savinho signed for Premier League club Man City in a transfer reportedly worth 30.8 million. I think he's one of those, though, that I think people just look at his first year and say he hasn't got many goals. But for me, we've got to remember this is a 20-year-old kid in his first year in the Premier League. He's bamboozling defenders. I think he's going to be one of the Premier League greats. I do. I think he's a top winger. I think he's a top winger for me. He's from Girona, their parent club. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Basically, yeah. I hear you, mate. I hear you. What do you make, Lubo? We've got to talk about this while there's... I'll break away if anything significant happens in the game. Oh, good ball. Good ball. Can he get in over the top? Hang on. Go on. Oh, no. Oh.
Saved by the keeper.
I thought he'd taken it just a bit too wide. Is that Kelman?
Yeah, he came from QPR.
Oh, if that touch hadn't taken him so far left.
Oh, wait, that could have been 1-0. They're wide open at the back. I mean, City are loose
when Orient attack,
Yeah, they
City
are
are
this
not
year.
tight.
By the way, I mean, what was I going to ask you before I said, what do you make of all this? All I'm seeing for the last 24 hours, right, Luba, is pictures of Ozzy Ardiles with Pochettino, and everyone's going, "Oh my gosh, he's coming back." Now I don't want to get Mark Sheriff too excited, because we know how much he idolizes Pochettino. And did you ever watch Knowing Me? What was it, Alan Partridge?
No, I didn't.
Oh, anyone who knows Alan Partridge know what I mean, where Alan Partridge goes to this fan's house and he's got like 1,000 pictures of him in his bedroom, and he runs away because he's creeped out. That is Mark Sheriff and Pochettino. Do you think there's anything in this, Lubo?
Mark Sheriff, Mark Cousins, the Sheriff. No, it's Gary Mather.
Oh, mate, his love for Pochettino is unrivaled. It is unrivaled.
Oh, is it?
Unrivaled. What do you make of it? Is this just wishful thinking from a lot of Spurs fans, or do you think there's anything in it?
Poch waited for Levy to come back to him. I remember hearing that, I think it might have been Hitchens was talking to Jesus for a year. They spoke every week after Poch left. Jesus kept in touch with one of I think it was Hitchens. And I remember hearing that Poch was hoping for a call. How true it is, I don't know, that Cullen told Levy that absolutely no way should Poch come back. So maybe you've got, I don't know, I can't confirm it, but I did hear that Levy listened to Cullen, and Poch didn't rejoin, which was absolutely crazy. He would have done a fantastic job. He's learned how to get across the post, to get over the line with PSG.
Hang on.
What a shot. Hang on. Oh, my God. 1-0. What a shot.
Is that Donnelly? Oh, my gosh.
Jamie Donnelly. What about
what
that?
A goal.
What a 40-yard shot by Donnelly over the keeper.
Man City are asking for a free kick. But for anyone that didn't see it, the ball was won in midfield. Let's look at this again. The Man City player sort of dilly-dallied on the ball. Let's have a look at this again. So the Man City player rolls his foot on the ball, loses possession. It drops to Donnelly, who must be 45, 50 yards out. And
there you go.
Oh, and it's hit the bar. It's hit the bar. Come back. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's hit the bar. Come back. Hit the keeper and gone in. Take a bow, Jamie Donnelly. Take a bow, Jamie Donnelly. That is a wonderful goal.
Look at that. Told you. What did I say to you about Donnelly? I did say. Look at that.
Wow. What a finish. And we're on for a romantic FA Cup day. Let's change the scoreline. Where are we? There we are. Leyton Orient 1, Manchester City 0. Wow. And it goes to show pressing in midfield can be quite good, can't it? What a strike. Yeah. Man City then straight away down the other end. Here's Mamouche. Lays it back to Jack Grealish. Now, was that a good thing for Leyton Orient this early on, or have they just invited?
Yeah, always a good thing. Never a bad thing to score.
I know, I'm joking. Here's Mamouche, crosses the ball, and Leyton Orient defending brilliantly. Absolute brilliant. They're defending better than we do. They look more solid than Spurs.
Wow. And if they, I know they are, I think they are above, I think they're above the manager's dugout. And if they show Wellings is in the managerial area, the coaches area, talking to the players the whole time, cajoling them, encouraging them, just like our manager. Not. Go on, you O's. Stick tight. Well done. Stay on him. Well played. Out.
Good clearance.
It's gone.
Yeah, at the moment, it's gutsy. I'll give it to them. It's gutsy at the back.
19th minute. I'll laugh if the fans start singing "Sacked in the Morning" to Pep. This will probably end up 4 or 5-1 to City, but
hang on. Oh, good ball in, and he was stretching, but straight into the arms of Keeley. So Leyton Orient 1, Man City 0, 19 minutes gone. Really good start. And I'll tell you what, whoever that was that in the midfield that applied the pressure, really good work. And then Donnelly applying the finesse. And Ortega looked stunned. He just didn't, because it didn't go straight in, did it? It hit the bar, then comes out and
hits him.
Crossbar challenge. Absolute scene, says Mike.
Audacious shot, wasn't it? Anyway, regardless,
I'll ask you, do any of our current midfielders have that in their locker?
Not one. Not one.
The only one I would think that would attempt something like that might be a James Maddison.
Maybe.
Pep Guardiola, not looking too happy. He's having a little chat with Gundogan.
Yeah.
But the Orient fans, listen, if nothing else happens today, the Leyton Orient fans have just seen a great goal and they've gone 1-0 up against the champions of England. And listen, let's be fair, the first 5 minutes, they actually created a few down the left-hand side as well. Someone is down injured for City. I can't quite see who it is.
And there's Bernardo Silva coming on.
Bernardo Silva's coming on. Is that Nico Gonzalez down on his debut?
Well, let's hope he's out for 3 weeks so we don't see him on the 26th.
Oh, he'll be back for Spurs. Come on, Dr. Tottenham. We make everyone better. You know that. You know that.
Get Donnelly back for the City game. I know it closed on Monday, didn't it? Shame. He'll be at Spurs next season, I'm telling you. Grayberg found Donnelly in midfield.
Is that Nico Gonzalez, is it?
Don't know. Hold on.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, Nico Gonzalez has lasted 21 minutes. That's what they call Spursy, I believe.
Oh, he's caught him.
That's what they call Spursy.
Yeah, he landed, didn't he?
Immortal World.
Yeah, that was Gonzalez. Yeah.
This is what I don't like when people do things like this. English football too much for him. Give him a chance. He's had 20 minutes. What are we doing?
It's banter, isn't it?
Banter.
Cool. Could have been a call. That was a foul. Come on, ref. First time from Keeley coming up. There you go, straight down. So our keepers should do more. Sorry.
I know Immortal World, but a lot of people say things like, it's good turn, whoever that was. That's a great ball. I think he's going to be off. He's off. He's off. Good ball, though. Whoever that was a really nice first-time ball over the top.
Yeah.
And now Man City. Hang on. Can you hear any noise in the background? For me?
No.
Okay, good. She's got the hairdryer on, so I can hear it loudly. I'm just hoping that you guys can't.
No, I just
to be fair, if my expensive microphone is doing its noise cancelling job, then we should be all right. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, you're right. This is the manager that took the piss out of Ange.
Yes.
Ange's press conference yesterday was absolutely comical. I don't care what others think. They can say what they want. Mate, they're saying what they think because you're getting it terribly wrong. But
no, but Sav, he's hardly going to come out and say this, when asked about the senior professionals, they're a load of crap. He can hardly say that, can he?
Mate, he doesn't have to say they were a load of crap, but when he's saying I can't ask for any more from them, I mean, yes, you can.
You can ask a lot more.
You can ask a lot more from them, Ange. And also, you could give them a lot more as well. It works both ways.
Well, he does nothing. In-game management, absolutely nothing. I don't know. I also, on Thursday night, Sav, just drifting back to that game, those players should be able to get up for it. They shouldn't need a manager to get them up for a semi-final under the lights at Anfield. If you can't raise your game in a match like that, seriously, I think there's something seriously wrong with your motivation and professional and personal pride. It's poor. He got whacked straight in the face, didn't he?
Yeah, from very close as well.
Very close range. There you go. One of the owners there. They own Dunkin' Donuts, I think.
What, Orient?
Yeah, the owners. I think so. They're definitely big in donuts in America. There's two of them that are partners. You do tend to find that when the Yanks come across, they come across, apart from Kroenke, the Liverpool guys were always two at a time. I think Orient are as well.
So Orient, I don't know if he's coming off. Oh, there's good news. Aston Villa v Tottenham. That's going to be on BBC tomorrow at 5:20 p.m. But join me live for all the preview from about 4 p.m. tomorrow, maybe 3:30. So now Orient have got everybody camped back in their own half. As City are going to prod, they're going to probe. I would expect a very different Man City second half. I know there's still 20 minutes to go. I would expect Pep to put the boot into them at half time, if I'm honest.
There'll be one or two substitutions on there.
Orient set up very well. This is what I mean. When we played Liverpool the other day.
Look at this straight. Look at the fight for the ball there.
I know.
We just didn't see that Thursday, did we? None of it. We just stood off, let them play, and tackle when we had to tackle.
Here's a question. Does that Jamie Donnelly goal go down as an own goal?
Probably it does, because the ball bounced on the line and the keeper put it in, unfortunately.
So your boy's done nothing.
Everybody will remember that as Donnelly's shot.
I'm going to keep reminding you it's not.
That's okay. Listen, I've been telling you how good Donnelly. I've been telling you the last couple of months how good Donnelly is, and now you've seen it. Now you've seen it. This is like,
no, hang on. I want to see him. I want to see him play. I want to see. It's difficult to judge in a game like this, right? I want to see him get on the ball and do things, but it's against City. But somebody's put in one of my WhatsApp groups. Somebody's put, "What an unbelievable play from Donnelly," and one of my other mates has put, "What, you mean that shot off target?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, here's Man City with a corner. Here's Mamouche. He's going to whip this in. Right-footed, left-hand side. It's whipped in and straight into the arms of Keeley. Straight into the arms of Keeley. Thank you, by the way, everyone who's joined us today. Something slightly different. Doesn't mean you don't have to hit the like button. Smash that like button, people. I'm giving you 2 hours for this game. And then at 3 p.m., I'm giving you a nice 4 or 5 hours of FA Cup football and all of the league goals as they go in.
There you go. Who needs BBC One or Radio 5 when you've got football heritage?
Exactly. Yeah, they're working very hard, Orient here. Look at the fight in these players. Look at the absolute fight in these players compared to our pathetic shit show the other night.
Oh, now it's interesting. That ball, he's just played the ball off. And the first half an hour before Liverpool got into gear, how many balls did they kick off the pitch? Misplaced passes for Liverpool was pretty poor. And then they just upped the gear, didn't they? And that was that. But it just shows they're all human, doesn't it?
I mean, listen, right. I love it. It's proper kick, bollock and bite football. I love that. There you go. Leyton Orient, the old up and under.
You want to come and see Donnelly? I'll get tickets for an Orient midweek match if you want. Or a Saturday game when Spurs aren't playing. Yeah, you fancy that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to the Orient. It's only through the tunnel for me.
Okay. Not far. That's right. It's not far, is it?
No. One thing we do know here, though, and I think this is the problem that Orient will have, we know City won't panic at this stage. They never do.
Listen, you'd expect City to win it, to run out comfortable winners here, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would, but the longer it stays 1-0, what a ball.
Great ball.
Here's Grealish, brings it down, brings it across. Great block. Really good block again. They can't quite get it clear, though. This time they have. Really good block by the Orient defenders there.
Super. That's class. That 12 was class.
It's not a difficult game, football, Lubo. It's not. Football is not a difficult game.
That's why I keep talking to you about the balls that we can't pass. You know, the passes that are made badly by our midfield players. You know, don't play from A to B. It is a simple game. You're playing in white. You pass the ball to a white shirt. Simple. Unfortunately, our midfield players don't seem to get that idea. Although I must say, Bentancur up to Thursday, Bentancur have been fairly good.
Just quickly, they're in behind here again. Here's Marmouche. He's dancing. He's still got the ball, and then it's cleared away from him and cleared by Orient. By the way, Millwall are winning at Ellen Road. It's Aziz. Wow. Millwall 1-0 up away at Leeds, who, by the way, Leeds have made a lot of changes today. It's a shame to see this many changes.
Unfortunately, with the way the finances are in football, Sav, it's far more important for Leeds to get into the Premier League and the riches and not take any risks with injuries.
Yeah, sure. Listen, mate, I'm not doubting it. Here's City. Lewis, great defending again. Do you know what you see, though, right? Obviously not from a getting on the ball, playing football perspective. You wouldn't expect Orient to be on the ball. But from an organisational aspect today, look how well drilled they are. They're drilled. They're a team.
Orient didn't concede a goal for 6 or 7 league games on the spin. There we are, straight into Keedy's arms. His positioning's good. He's a good keeper. All the Orient fans I know, he's injured. All the Orient fans I know want to sign him. They said to him, what's he going to go back as 5th choice keeper for? You know, he may as well sign for us and play every game.
Do you know what? I agree. We're so bad. I think we're so bad at bringing them through that if you are Keeley, if you're Keeley and Gunter and you've seen Vicario play, Forster play, Austin play, Kinski play, you see Kinski sign, don't you sit and think to yourself, hang on, why is he better than me? Like why is Kinski better than Keeley? I mean, he might be, but...
And the interesting thing is that all the word I hear is that Gunter's even better than Keeley. So look at this. Look, Welling's talking with his team during the break.
I agree. Look at it. Look at them all. They're all listening to him. Look how intent they are all listening to him, Lupo.
This is brilliant because, you know, there's 32 gone. They don't have to wait for half time. He's getting out his instructions mid-match, which is brilliant. Keeley,
mate, we all know Ange doesn't do any of that.
No.
The other night, when they went 3-0 up, right, which is the goal where you thought, right, we're out of this. Most managers go, right, how do we throw the kitchen sink? What do we do? Ange just stood there like this. And it's so sad to see. So sad to see. But Lubo, how many thousands of Spurs fans still back the manager baffles me. It truly baffles me.
As I said on your show yesterday, how has he been so highly backed? It's not like he's won a trophy in a top European league.
Agreed.
You know,
agreed.
Why does
I'm posting that as a video, by the way.
Which one?
Yesterday's show. About that.
Don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. There's no logic to it.
Do you know what? Yesterday, I posted a video of the clip, you know, the rant I did at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And I had people going, why are you clipping yourself? And I'm like, well, it's my show. Of course I'm allowed to clip myself. That was weird. But more importantly, Lubo, people going, oh, what? And you want to start again? Lubo, from what? What do they see? What are we starting again from? We're 14th in the Premier League. What are we starting again?
Listen, I understand people that are fed up with the managerial merry-go-rounds, because I'm fed up with it. You know, to have 16 managers in 24 years is just crazy. You know, you look at Nicholson was there for, Arthur Rowe was there for about 10 years, I think. Nicholson was there for 16. He had 2 or 3 years of Terry Neal. Then you had 8 years, 2 years of Terry Neal, 74 to 76, 8 years of Birkinshaw to 84. I'm trying to think who took over from Birkinshaw. Was it Pleats? I think Pleat came in, didn't he? Then Venables came in for 6 years, I think Terry was in charge. And then you had a few, didn't you? Sorry?
What year are you at? I've got a list of all the Spurs managers. What year are you at?
Venables was 87 to 93, I think. Then I think it was Jerry Francis, if my memory serves me correctly. Ozzy, yes, Ozzy. That was great. I mean, I was there. I remember Ozzy was in charge for 3 months, and we went to Ipswich at the end of August, and we beat them 3-1. And some of the football that was played that night, I don't know if anybody watching was there that day. Some of the football that night was just amazing. I think Sheringham and Klinsmann, I think, both scored that night. It was absolutely fantastic. Fast forward 8 weeks, and we got done 3-0 at Notts County, which I think was his last game. The Saturday before that, we got done 5-2 at Man City. And his style of play, it was literally 4-1-5. It was just mad. It literally was mad. I mean, literally you had Sheringham, Klinsmann, Anderton, Barmby, and there were, you had Popescu behind. Oh, who was the other Romanian boy that was
Dumitrescu.
There? That's it. Sorry, yeah, Dumitrescu, who played as the 10, and it was mad football. And then I think Francis came in, and he stayed, I think, till we got done 7-1 at Newcastle, I think.
Hang on. Grealish brings it down, lays it off. There's Gundogan block. Look at those bodies on the line. Look at those bodies. Grealish again, whips it over, and there, off the line.
Off the line
brilliant.
Again.
Brilliant defending from Orient. What? Why can't we do that?
Look at this. Is he not being held there?
Brilliant defending. Right. Quick fire round, Lubo. I want you to tell me, in order, I don't care about the interims, in order, from Jerry Francis, name me the managers in order. Let's see if you can get them all spot on. So that's from 1994 to now. Who was after Francis?
Christian Gross.
Yeah. Go on.
Gross was then in charge, and then you had George Graham.
Yep.
Graham was in charge, and then he got sacked, and Pleat was the interim.
Yep, but who was the next main one?
Next one was Hoddle.
Yep.
After Hoddle was Santini.
Yep.
Santini made way for Martin Yole.
Yep.
Yole was manager till 2007. Ramos came in.
Yep, he's going to do it.
After Ramos was Harry.
Yep.
After Harry, we're not talking interims, are we? After Harry was AVB.
Yep.
AVB onto Poch.
Yep. I'll forgive the Tim Sherwood. Yep. Yep.
Sorry, yes. Sorry, I missed Sherwood. You're quite right. Oh, well done. Keeley punched out. There's a shot. Oh. That's right. You had Sherwood, Poch, Jose, Nuno, Conte, Stellini, Mason, Ange. There you go. So I missed what's her name? Sherwood.
Football knowledge there, right there. Football knowledge from Lubo, getting them all the managers right the way through from, what was that, the 60s all the way through to 2025. Lubo, not only does that make you a legend, it makes you an old
Makes me
git.
sad, doesn't it? Eh?
Hang on. Goodbye. Love you. Drive safely. Can you bring him up here? Are you putting trousers on? Are you just going to go out like that? He's got no trousers on and slippers. I'm like, are you going out like that? Are you driving like that or what?
Pretty good. 39 minutes. Still 1-0 up.
They've defended brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Frank
Superb.
was that would be amazing.
I hope Angie's watching.
This is what I mean.
It does help when you got 4 or 5 at the back instead of 2. That's a good ball.
Hang on. Down. What a block.
Out. Look at this.
This is what I mean, Lubo. You do not have to have all your best players available. Your players don't all have to be world class to have a structure in place.
Yeah. By the way, that was Donnelly off the line before. Ellie's just let us know. That clearance off the line was Donnelly. So it's Donnelly off the bar and Donnelly off the line.
But no goal.
There you go. But no goal. Come on, Yos. Go and get a second. Let's put City out.
Give me Richie
Look at
Wellens.
Wellens going mad. Look at him, manager.
Give me Richie Wellens. That's how much I dislike this manager at Tottenham. Look how organised they are.
Yeah.
And you know what they've done? They've plugged the gaps. Look at the gaps they're plugging. I don't expect it to last because I expect the cream to rise to the top. Yeah. But you think how much Liverpool battered us in that for the 90 minutes. We had 8 international players. And do you know we had 9 players, 9 senior players started that game. So when people are going, oh, but it was a young team. Hang on, they're away here. They're away here, Orient. Down the left again.
Go on.
Go on, pull it back. There's a shot.
He peeled off the defender nicely, didn't he, Sonny Perkins?
Is that Sonny Perkins from West Ham?
Yeah, I think it is. He's just been given a new. He was just onside. He was just on inside the halfway line. He's just been given a new contract. Perkins, unlucky. Shame.
Hang on. Well done, Keeley. Well done. Well, we're certainly getting to see a bit of our two lads today, aren't we?
This he's a nice, skillful player. This Josemi, he's a young kid that's just broken into the first team this season. Hey, yellow card. Right, free kick from Donnelly. Come on. Maybe this is a bit close for him.
John, I've given up guessing whether or not a defeat means Ange gets sacked. This guy, honestly, do you know what this feels like with Ange? It feels like, in the mob world, right, where the police know who the main mafia bosses are, but they can't touch them because no one will rat on them. Right? It feels like that with Ange. He just isn't going anywhere. It doesn't matter how much crime against football he gives us. He's not going anywhere.
I know. Oh, my God.
Huh? I'll get him.
Here we go. Donnelly with a free kick 30 yards out.
1 second, Lubo. I've got to get the dog.
Come on, Jamie. Let's bury this. No. Here we go. Oof. Nearly. Just taking off the guy's head at the last minute. Nice ball in. Well played. Well defended again. Playing well, Orient. 43 minutes. Still 1-0. Let's keep it going. Well set up. And he's lost. No.
Sorry, had to get the dog. He's not
Still
well at all. So I need him in here with me.
You missed a nice chip free kick that just taken off the guy's head at the back post. Look at this, 44 minutes, still 1-0 Orient. This is brilliant. Didn't expect this.
Listen, you know what I'd normally say about Spurs? Nothing silly till half time. Nothing silly. Is Silva again?
Well played, brilliant.
Look at the basic covering of these defenders.
Can you think of the training? You think of the training that these guys have had all week? It's been a drill, hasn't it?
Again, but Lubo, this is the thing I always say about Spurs. You can see we are not, whatever we want to talk about the players' abilities, we can talk about that, but you can see we are not drilled. You can see we are not drilled. There is, we never plug gaps. We never throw bodies on the line. We don't, it's not drilled. Stell always says this. He said, we are not coached.
But it does, Sav, it does show.
Hello, mate.
Go on, it's played on. Oh, brilliant defending. Superb defending. Right. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Unfortunately, the lack of drilling and the lack of coaching, Sav. Look at this ball. Look at this defending, Sav. Terrific. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Defending.
By the way, brilliant. Everyone's saying get well soon, Stewie. Frank. Oi, come here. Frank. It's not Stewie, it's Frank. Unfortunately, they found on a scan yesterday, they found a mass in his stomach and they're not sure what it is. So he might have to have emergency surgery on Monday or Tuesday. So it's Frank as in the face of Football Heritage TV. It's not Stewie. Stewie's never ill. Stewie's like one of those players who never misses a game. Anyway, back to the football. Man City can't quite find a way through. Again, look at their defenders in place.
Look at this. Keep going. Go on. Oh,
what a touch that was. Great defending, though.
Nice. Now break. Come on. Break. Right.
Yeah, he's got something about him in his feet, that lad, hasn't he?
He has, hasn't he?
He's got something about him in his feet. Yeah, I like that. Here he is again. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's a footballer. As a scout, you go watch that game. That's the kid. Hang on. Here's Mamouche down the left-hand side. Orient have got 4 back. City have got men cut. Great tackle. Really good defending. Really
lovely.
Cool,
look at this.
Composed. Really good.
We're into 6 minutes added time.
Wow.
2 minutes out of 6 gone.
Stewie,
keep going. Chase him down. Go on. Shame. Too far. You were saying about the lack of drilling and lack of coaching, Sad, but it has shown certain players' inabilities and lack of technical ability, unfortunately.
Great save. Great save from Keeley. Sorry to cut you off. Great save. Mate, I completely agree with you. But you know what? If you are a manager that needs every player to be technically brilliant on the ball,
corner.
Either buy players that are technically brilliant on the ball or play a different way. It's really not that difficult. What a ball from Savio. Great volley from Mamouche. Good save low down from Keeley.
He was going the other way as well, wasn't he? He's
great save.
Very quickly.
Really well done there. A combination of the leg and the arm. Love it. Made himself big. Closed the gap. Yeah, mate, honestly, we're better than Sky Sports. I'm telling you, Destiny 5. Me and Lubo, this is where it's at. kudos for me. Mate, I think it's just, that team dominated for 5, 6, 7 seasons.
Oof.
That team dominated for so long that, every team comes to the end of a cycle. And you can see now a lot of those pros have got old. Some of it might be, what is the desire for De Bruyne, Gundogan, Silva, Stones, these Walker, these players that have won everything in world football? And now you're seeing he's switching it up. Nico Gonzalez coming in, Reece coming in, Marmoush coming in. But I think the problem is, if anyone thought that City were going to be there for 10, 15 years straight, it doesn't work like that. Football,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Never does.
Teams go in cycles. You look at all the great teams. Ajax, I think, had 4 or 5 years, didn't they, in the 70s? Bayern Munich did as well. Real Madrid did. Even going back to when Real Madrid won the European Cup, they won it 5 years running. Then it changed. Then it moved on. So, listen, this is brilliant. This is absolutely superb. We've got literally 70 seconds left of added time.
And they've done brilliantly.
Like 11 behind the ball. It's terrific.
And look, I think to the person that said that as well, great question, by the way. Good, great question. I think the thing is as well, fans love it when the top team drops off. Look how happy everyone was when Man United's domination came to an end. The difference is, Man United's domination came to an end and they couldn't replace Fergie. Man City's domination this season has come to an end, but they've still got Pep. And I expect them to be much better next season.
Oh, he's flattened him. He's played on.
Tell you what,
Giving it.
if any these are sensational. If anyone loves their pretzels with chocolate, these are sensational. What a great first half from Leyton Orient. What a really good first half. Mr. Post Office, I think when you're saying Savinho's played really well. He's put in some really tantalising crosses, beat his fullback. I disagree with that, my man. I think, City aren't winning, but you can't just then say a player's not played well because his team aren't winning. I agree with this. Half time. Manchester City 0. Sorry, Leyton 1. Manchester City 0. Let me just quickly change this about, hang on, 45. Let's get that to 45. Let's get that to 00.
Magnificent.
Really good first half, Lupo. And I'm expecting teacups and oranges to be flying around that small little changing room for Man City at half time. But Richie Wellens can be really proud.
The problem is, definitely, how long do you keep that going for? How long physically can the Orient boys keep this up for? Because it's a superhuman effort, this, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, they've given it to the keeper, Ortego Moreno, own goal. They've given it to. Shame. Who are they interviewing here? Just happy.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? You never see things like that, even in our league matches.
Dan Happy, captain.
Your game plan seems to be going quite well. You're causing them a lot of trouble down the left-hand side. Is that what you plan to do?
No, not really. I think it's just we tried to stay narrow, but I feel like they're killing us a bit out wide. So changed to a back 5 now, trying to avoid the gaps. But we're trying to hit on the counter.
I mean, I love this when they interview the players coming off the pitch at half time.
Interesting what he said. Interesting. He said we've switched to a back 5. So Wellens has switched it after 32 minutes when he had the players in from a 4 to a 5.
As I said, just embrace it, really.
Well, good luck. Off you go.
Thank you.
Come on, you O's. Keep it going. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. As you can see, the weather is miserable here in East London, but the game is far from it.
By the way, you're going to get me demonetised if you have the sound on. Just so you know.
Enough. Okay.
That's all right. No worries. It's all right. I've called it early. Look, really good half. Listen, we've seen this many times with teams. Great first half. Can they do that for another 45, or are you expecting City to up the ante?
Well, you'd expect City to be fitter. So you'd expect Orient to tire as the game goes on. and then the quality of the bench will come into play. So no, maybe not 4-5-1, maybe 3-1 City, but all depends how long Orient can keep going for. You know, and again, it's also mentality. You know, that if they hold on, and then after 70 minutes, City equalise, you know, hopefully heads won't go down. Look at this
Yeah,
goal.
it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I think what we're going to see the second half, I think we're going to see a number of shots and a lot of possession in the final third by Man City. And it's all about, can they keep switched on? But do you know what? If I'd seen Spurs do that against Liverpool, I would have been happy.
Yeah.
If I'd seen Spurs put this fight up against Liverpool at Anfield, I would have been happy.
I've got to tell you, so Donnelly will be the talk of the town after this. Absolutely brilliant goal. Superb. Could have been doing some of this at Spurs this season, but Ange didn't want him. Wouldn't give him the game time that he needed, so he had to go on loan.
I saw a video yesterday where there was one person saying, full credit to Ange. Look at the way he's nurtured Gray, Bergval, Moore. And I thought to myself, if everyone was fit, this guy's not nurturing anyone. Like, I'm not willing to give Ange that. You know, I'm not willing to give him that credit. I want to see, right, what do you do next season? If Ange is here next season, touch wood, he's not. What do you do? What do you do with Donnelly? What do you do with Moore? What do you do with Gray, with Bergval? How many of them are you starting? Yeah. Or are you going to give Gray his game in? Like, tomorrow at Villa, is Gray going to play in midfield? Is he? You know, we're talking about Sarr's not fit, right? All three of the midfielders couldn't complain if they got dropped from midweek. So why is Gray not getting a game in midfield? You've got Serge Reguilon, Spence, Danso, Davis, Porro. You know, you've got players who can play at the back.
The first four are the four that I would place. I'd play Spence and Reguilon as fullbacks, and Davis and Danso. I thought Danso looked very good Thursday. Came in, talk about a baptism of fire. You know, he's fairly match fit, but he hadn't played for a month. Yeah. You know, so first game in, I definitely put Gray in midfield. I honestly don't think, you know, Sarr, we know he's carrying an injury. He shouldn't be out there. Leave Sarr, let him give him a rest. Definitely put. I mean, I saw that there was a thing in the Daily Mail about minutes since that Premier League minutes since I think it said since December, beginning of December. You know who's played more minutes than any other Premier League player?
For Spurs or in general?
Across the whole Premier League, who's played the most minutes? We've got 5 in the first 10. We got the top 3, I think.
Go on.
Number 1. I know everyone will say, you're happy, Ian. Archie Gray. I think 2 was Porro, 2 and 3 were Porro and Kulu. Or Sonny. Sonny was in there. Porro, Kulu, Son, and Dragerson are the 5 Spurs players, with those 4 with Gray, that are in the top 10 minutes in the Premier League since December.
Since December, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if I look across the season, though, you know we've got no one anywhere near the top, don't you?
What, in terms of what, minutes?
In terms of minutes played, Tottenham have got no one in the top 20.
I don't know now.
The Spurs. I'm on the Premier League website right now.
Okay.
The first player that appears for the most minutes is Pedro Porro in 37th place. Right? Do you want to know? So this is how it looks. This is the first 10 minutes.
So Porro's played. They said Porro's played by February. Porro's played 35 matches.
No.
That's virtually a league season, and we've still got 3.5 months to go. He's played 35 games.
Listen, here's the top 10. Right? Here's the top 10. And again, with these, you're going to have a lot of goalkeepers, right? Because goalkeepers, unless they get an injury. So the top 10 here is thusly, my words back again, is Nathan Collins of Brentford, Dean Henderson, Bernd Leno, Onana of Man U, Raya of Arsenal, Robinson of Fulham, Sells of Forest, Zabanyi of Bournemouth, all have 2,160 minutes. You've then got Mbuemo and Caicedo making up the top 10. From 11th to 20th, you've got Erling Haaland, Martinez of Villa, Leif Davis, Cole Palmer, Tarek Mitchell, Bruno Guimaraes, Kirkes, Kilman of West Ham, Ola Aina of Forest, Calvin Bassey. 20 to 30, you've got Byrne, Guehi, Milenkovic, Pickford, Van Dijk, Tarkowski, Tielemans, Dalot, Salah, Murillo. Then you've got 30th downwards, Iwobi, Vardiol, Semenyo, Flecken, Gravenberch, Munoz, and then Porro comes in at 37th. Now, the next Spurs player after that is Kulu in 44th. So in the top 50, we've got 2. In the top 60, we've got 2. In the top 70, we've got 2. In the top 80, we've got 2. In the top 90, we've got 2. This is mad. In the top 100, we have 2 players. There you go. And then Solanke
is that purely
is 110th.
Okay, is that purely Premier League?
That's purely Premier League minutes. I know other competitions, but purely Premier League, we've got 2 in the top 109.
So listen. So the injuries are down to the training and the intensity and the style of play. It's not down to fatigue particularly, then, is it?
Yeah.
Because you look at the number of injuries that we've had. I mean, Porro and Kulu are 2 of the few that have not been injured. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2.
Yeah, go on. You all right, mate? Everybody, let me know. What do you think the score's going to be second half then? I mean, a really, really good first half. A really good first half for the Orient. Defended absolutely magnificently. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, guys and girls. Yeah, look, it's interesting, isn't it? As we said, only 3. Let's keep going. So we've got Sonny comes in at 113th in minutes played. After that is Brennan Johnson in 130th. Still only 4 players by 130. Then Adogi in 145th. So when we're talking about our players have had to play and fatigue setting in, and I'm not sure I buy it. I don't buy it. I really, really don't. And then James Maddison's down in 170th. I just don't buy it. I really, really don't. Like, I'm trying to find, like, Dragoshin, he's at 189th. Trying to find Papasar, 186. I'm trying to find any of our youngsters. See, none of our youngsters have really played a lot. If you actually look at it, just trying to find our first youngster. I mean, Basuma in 225th. Archie Gray, 240th in terms of Premier League minutes played. 240th. But I mean, listen, you know, we can keep making the excuses all we want. For me, there's no excuse. He's managed it poorly. It's terrible. Anyway, sorry, just really trying to sort something out for Frank. He's not very well at all, the pup. So apologies if I seem a bit distant at times. Anyway, it is what it is. Listen, Tottenham, we can worry about Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow, can't we? as it stands today, we're looking at Leyton Orient, a team just down the road. Well, just down the road from me, about 20, 25 minutes from me, but not too far away. I see Angus is in here. Well done, Angus, for being back after your sabbatical, whatever, the other night after you. I mean, really, Angus, I will say this: when your team's losing, you can't just strop off, mate. Come on, you can't be that. Surely you don't think you're that good that you should be battering everybody. Yeah, listen, it's going to be an interesting second half for me. We know what Man City are going to do second half. For me, it's all about can they keep it tight at the back? Can they show that fight for the rest of the game? Where are we? Leyton Orient just need to continue playing well and win 1-0. Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, isn't it? But it is what it is. By the way, tomorrow is BBC One, Tottenham Hotspur versus Aston Villa. So in the UK, BBC One, Reezy, yeah. I mean, yeah, you've taken your beatings. Reezy, I love you to bits, man. You're always here, but I've never known anyone be so wrong about Spurs as you. Phil Coyes is often quite wrong about Spurs, but he just laughs it off. Angus, we're Spurs fans. How on earth do you think we feel? How do you think we feel, mate? Can you imagine if every time Spurs were losing, you imagine every time Spurs were losing that we just ran away? 3-0 to who? Hang on. I've got Nick messaging me, and oh my gosh, it's all happening. My phone goes mental. Whenever a game of football happens, my phone goes absolutely bananas.
Right, Sav. Let me.
Yes.
Right, correction. Since December the 1st,
Yeah.
these are the players that have played. These are the three Premier League players who have played the most minutes in all competitions.
Mm.
Gray 1574, Porro 1512, Kulu 1451. Then you've got Konsa, Delat, Fernandez, Timber, Odegaard, Sonny 9th on 1357, Dragerson on 1353.
December, right?
Since December the 1st, before last night's game, in all competitions. Premier League players.
Sure. I mean, well, that maybe, just maybe, the manager should have used Regulon, should have used Spence, should have used Gray in midfield, should have used Lancashire. You know, just maybe, if the manager wasn't so stubborn, we wouldn't have had to see that. But by the way, they are going to kick off here. Man City have got the game underway.
Can
I just want to go and see Frank. Sorry, please. Did you talk at all while I was away?
No.
Cheers, Luba.
It sounded as though you muted the mic.
No. Only muted mine. No, anyway,
right.
So Man City, I don't think there's been any changes from either team. Marmouche with a low down shot. No problem for Keeley, though. It's going to be a very big 45 minutes for these Leyton Orient players.
I mean, look at the confidence this is going to give them going into the last 15 odd games of the 16 games of the season. Terrific.
So I had to go and get Frank to bring him up to be with me because he's not in a good way.
Yeah, there's see Welling's giving directions, instructions.
Oh, mate, for sure.
Look at
For
this.
sure. Look, this is what any manager should be doing. This is what any manager should be doing. You know, I don't believe in just shouting and hollering for the sake of it, but you see so many managers now, when there's a break in play or a VAR decision, they're cajoling, they're bringing their players over, giving directions. And stands there with his hands on his pockets and then says, I couldn't have asked for any more. Well, yeah, you could have. You could have done something.
There you go.
Sorry, there were subs were there. Sorry, apologies. There were subs were there. Kusanov is on, and Stones. Kusanov and Stones on, right?
Didn't see. Kusanov,
I'm waiting to find out. I'm waiting to find out. On Monday, I'll find out. Basically, he's had an X-ray. They found something that it could be nothing. It could just be a mass of fat that's built up and it's benign and they need to remove it. Oh, hang on. There's a great ball in.
Oh, Jesus. Nearly
good
two.
defending. But they need to do an X-ray Monday morning. They need to do a CT scan Monday morning to find out exactly what it is. And then they're going to operate either Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning and remove whatever it is. So it's been a very somber household since we found that out last night, which is why I cancelled my watch-along, by the way, people, which is why I didn't do Man U Leicester. It's because my dog becomes more important than anything else. Don't tell my wife that. Anyway, here's Man City. Great defending again. They've really defended well here. They've really defended well here. Honestly, I think I'll have a week off streaming if my pup was to go. Honestly, I do. Anyway, to more pressing matters. Here's Jack Grealish. Prodding, probing. No room. There's no room to get through. Fair play to them. Fair play to them.
It's literally, it's just like a rearguard action on the edge of the box. Look at that. Absolutely tremendous. And the guy just ended up putting the ball through to the keeper. That was poor by O'Reilly. That was an unforced error. No pressure on him. All right, come on, you O's. Let's go again. Let's go and get a second. That would be brilliant to go 2-0 up.
Oh, that would be crazy if they went 2-0 up. That would be crazy. Anyway, they survived the first 5 minutes of the second half. That's what you ask. Play it in 5-minute chunks. They're actually putting how we played to shame. Absolutely to shame.
Look at this. Is he on?
No, I think he's off. Yeah, he stopped. Oh, for sure, Phil. He's my buddy. It's my. I'll tell you what. When I got him 9 years ago, I was suicidal. Not even a joke. I was in a really bad way in life, and I got Frank, and everything just felt that bit better. So he's been with me ever since. There is no debate stream anymore. I'm afraid, Donovan. I tried it, and I couldn't get enough people to come on. Too many people with a lot to say on in chat rooms, but not really when the camera is asked to be put on. Anyway, Orient with everybody behind the ball now. Man City trying to prod and probe, but not really doing a lot. Here's Savio, great defending again.
He's forcing him back all the time now, isn't he?
Oh, for sure.
It's what you want.
Yeah, listen, I think they've defended brilliantly. Again. Good run by Grealish, though, and then gets the corner kick. No, I couldn't listen to Rico waffle anymore. And that Ben telling me that we've got to hit the bottom of the V to go up. I mean, I've never heard such nonsense in my life that a team must go to the bottom of the V. I don't know what that means. Is that relegation? What does it mean?
It probably does, actually. It probably does. You know, they've got to hit the depths before coming back.
Mate, if a manager needs nearly 2 years to take you backwards to go forwards, I'm not hearing it. I'm sorry. First 6 months, sure. Not nearly 2 years down the line. We should be seeing shoots. We should be seeing upward trajectory. Anyway, here's Grealish. Cuts in. Again, lays it off. Bernardo Silva, really good block. Shot, blocked again. Rico Lewis over the bar. The blocks from their defenders has been brilliant. And by the way, it is Leeds 0, Millwall 2. It looks like Leeds are going to limp out of the FA Cup. And it is Femi Aziz again. And Femi Aziz has got a brace for Millwall. He's got a brace for Millwall. Hang on. By the way, I saw a stat this morning that Tottenham haven't won 3 Premier League games in a row for 16 months. You gotta laugh. Here's Jack Grealish getting on the ball a lot more, but again, really good defending. Really, really good defending. Grealish has gone down holding one of his... He's up. Sorry, he went down holding his ankle.
Oh, he's shone on his foot.
Yeah.
That's a free kick.
Yeah, he did.
That's a free kick.
Yeah, he did. It's a sore one. But they are making substitution. I believe that is Pratley coming on, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it is, Darren Pratley. Yeah, he's 39 years old.
I know. He's nearly as old as me.
Yeah.
Nearly as old as me, Lubo. By the way, keep smashing the like button. We should be on 200 likes. And don't forget, we've got a show for you. Well, I'm definitely going to be there. 3 o'clock for all the live FA Cup, Championship, League One, League Two, whatever's playing today. All the scores from across. Let's see who's playing today. We've got, League One, League Two, FA Cup, Championship, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga. It's all happening today, Lubo. We love a Saturday.
See, Harry got another 2 penalties yesterday in the Bundesliga.
I saw it. Yeah.
Last night. That's 72 and 73 now.
He don't mind scoring goals, that lad, does he?
He's not bad. Wouldn't mind him at our club.
Apparently, he won't fit Ange's system.
Well, I must tell you, when he played, he scored 4 goals for Ange, didn't he, in the one game he played? So,
mate, I'm taking the piss out of all those people that said, he can't play Ange ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what Ange ball is. 2, Harry Kane goes into any team in anywhere, like anywhere. Again, this is silly. When you say mostly a farmers league, more teams have won the Bundesliga in the last 7 years than the Premier League. Great save.
Again.
Great save. He's still going. And it's out for a corner. Really good save. I'll tell you what I've noticed about Keeley. He comes out and makes himself big. He spreads his body. He makes himself big. Here's Grealish, though, from the corner. He's going to whip it in, is he? No, he lays it off to the edge of the box. Here's Rico Lewis. He lines one up. It's gone in.
God, deflection.
It's gone in.
Jesus.
Oh, no. Heartbreak for Leyton Orient. And it was scrappy, Lubo. It was scrappy.
It's the only way they were going to score, wasn't it? Deflection.
Yeah,
Massive deflection. Shame.
And there is the downside to having so many bodies in the way is if it hits you, let's have a look. It's hit. I think did it hit his own player?
It did.
Has that hit? I think it's hit. Is that Kusanov?
Hold on. Is that a handball?
Yeah. He's hit Kusanov.
Is that a handball?
Where?
No VAR there today, is there?
I didn't see a handball. Who are you thinking handballed it?
No, they're saying it came off his arm. All the Orient boys were saying it came off his arm.
I'm shocked. The Orient boys.
Now, Kusanov played in the back 4 with Danso, didn't he, this season?
Danso and Kusanov were the back 2 at 1.4 Lawns, weren't they?
So that shows you they're obviously in financial trouble if they're selling their 2 first choice centre backs in January. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. Mate, you can say what you want. You can say what you want, Mervyn. But again, when we talk about a Farmers League, Man City have won the Premier League 6 of the last 7 seasons. I mean, it's we've got to be very careful when we just chuck out phrases like that. When in Germany, everyone said, "Oh, he's gone to a Farmers League," and then Bayer Leverkusen ripped up the league last year from nowhere. Anyway, it is Leyton Orient 1, Man City 1. We've got a cup game on our hands.
Well played. It's nicely controlled football. They're getting the head up. That's a poor ball. Come on. Shield it. That's it. Well played.
Great turn. Really good turn that. Right, what you got? He's had a shot blocked. And I think the problem is Orient took off that really skillful kid, didn't they?
Yes.
And they put on Pratley. And the problem is when you're now no longer winning, that's when you want your...
Oh, just taking him clean out there.
He did. That was and then
very he's looking
rash.
at it and thinking, what, me, ref? No.
I agree. I think the only proper competitive league, even then, in the Spanish league in the last 5 years, haven't three of the teams have won the league. So it depends what look, it's all about metrics, NTK, on how we want to judge it, right? But look, everyone said that Kane was going to win a trophy easily. He's gone to Germany. It didn't quite work out like that. They are 9 points clear this year, I believe. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I think Leverkusen have a game in hand.
They do, yeah. So here we go. Donnelly on. Dead ball from Donnelly, just outside the edge of the box.
Free kick, left-footed, is going to be whipped in by Donnelly. Whips it in, low. I thought it might have crept in. Oh, good. It was at first I was going to say, that's not a very good delivery, but it was one of them awkward ones where it was low, it bounced. Goes down as a good chance.
Yeah. There we go.
Harry Kane release clause. I don't really know a lot about it.
He's got a 67 million euro release clause.
67
million, euros. 67 million euros.
From now?
Kicks in the next January window.
Okay. So how old will he be when that happens? 33?
32. He's 32 in July, Kane.
Okay. So he'll be 32 and his next birthday will be 33, yeah?
No, he's 31 now.
No. After that release clause kicks in.
Yes. So if we get in Jan 26, his next birthday is his 33rd.
Who knows? He might come back to Spurs. Who knows? He might fancy a trip to the Championship.
Well, listen, the same guy that told me Bale was coming back has told me on Thursday against Elfsborg that Kane's coming back. So we'll see.
Yeah, mate, listen.
We'll see if that comes off.
We'll see. I just think it's going to be a little bit, if he does come back in a year's time, I think everyone's going to be expecting too much. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones when someone comes back, it can be brilliant or completely crap. And I suppose it depends where he's at in his mind and body. And I don't want him back under Range, if I'm honest. I don't want him to have to play this style. I do not want this manager having Harry Kane. I think he'll ruin him.
What do you think the chances of Ange being at the club next January are?
I don't loads because our fan base seems to love him.
I mean, it's personally, I think we go out tomorrow. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. What's that? So we replace Bale with Bale. Correct. Klinsmann with Klinsmann. Nothing changes. That's correct.
And maybe Poch with Poch.
Yeah.
Hang on, they're in. He's missed. He's missed us. He should have scored that. He should have scored. Was that McAtee?
That looked like a penalty, to be honest.
I'll tell you what, it's got the writing on the wall, though, isn't it, for Orient here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's hit the outside
Oh,
of the
hit the
post.
bar.
Oh, look at
He-
that. Oh,
And it was looked a penalty as well.
Stewie, come here, mate. Come here.
Can't you, O's? Look at that. 62 gone. They're still in the game. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. What a performance this is. Whatever the score now, it's been a hell of a performance.
Oh, fair play to them. Fair play to them, mate. Poch, I liked it until you said Sissoko. This isn't the days of Harry when he was bringing get the band back together. Nico, Crouchy,
Yeah.
Defoe, get the band back together.
What a tackle that was. What a great tackle.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
a penalty. It was a blinding tackle.
Hello, mate. Come on, come and see me.
Right, come on. Wouldn't it be great? The O's go 2-1 up.
There's a skew.
Oh, what a header chance. What a chance that was for Kelman.
Here's Rico Lewis down the right-hand side, cuts back in, and now gives
Good
it to
player, isn't
Gundogan. Yeah, I like Rico Lewis.
He
I
looks
like Rico Lewis.
I thought he was their best player when we beat them in the League Cup at our place at the end of October.
Yes.
Thought Lewis looked terrific.
Great. Hang on. Here's Nico O'Reilly. Dinks to the back post. Mamouche is dropped. They got bodies in the way. Can they block this one as well? Oh, good save, Keeley.
Oh.
And great defending. Oh, I'll tell you what, though. It is coming, isn't it, Lubo? It is coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. You can see it.
There you go.
Great goalkeeping low down from Keeley. He saw it late. And then
and it took a deflection.
And then really good from the centre half. Really good. He watched. He didn't just ball watch. He actually got in there, cleared the ball. Fair play to him.
I would sell Kinski at the end of the season. He's a decent keeper. There'll be no shortage of people after a good young keeper and bring Keeley back and straight in as number 2 to Vicario.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd put Kinski next season on loan. Send him on loan somewhere. France, Germany. Let him play every single game. For me,
Yeah.
And again, this is why when people lose their mind with signings, I mean, I think everyone went well overboard about Kinski after his first game against Liverpool. And
Orient have just brought on Brandon Cooper, who's a centre half that they bought from Swansea, and they've taken off Sonny Perkins. So that's quite a defensive move. I wonder why. So you've got a real proper back 5 there. You've got 3 centre backs now. Because you got Simpson with Happy and Cooper now.
Does this go to extra time?
It does, and then penalties.
Yeah. I think this game from half time has gone how we thought, right? I think Man City are now starting to.
Yeah.
This is all about mental for me now. This is all about mentality of these. Can these Orient players stay switched on? Have they got the fitness?
Concentration. It's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah. There's the ball across. It's dropped again. Great defending again. Here's Silva. Yeah, it's starting to become a real pinball game. The ball's whipped in, cleared again. Can Orient get out?
Win it. Well played. Turn away.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Is that Galbraith?
Yes, Galbraith.
Nice ball. There's Donnelly.
Oh, what a ball. Oh, nearly.
Oh. Right idea. Just couldn't get the execution right.
Yeah.
But the offside flag was up anyway.
I'm pleased you've seen this. I'm pleased you've watched this. Because I've taken pelters talking about Keeley and Donnelly, and everyone said, "Oh, they're only League One." But you're seeing today. These guys are good. They're great prospects.
I'm seeing it from Keeley. I think with Donnelly, the difficulty for watching this game and judging him is it's a game where he's very much in defensive mode.
Absolutely.
Rather than, I'm guessing if I watch more League One games, he'll probably have the ball on the other turn, the other way.
But what vision for that goal?
Oh, sure, of course.
Fantastic.
Of course.
Keeley. That's the sort of thing.
Really impressed me.
Yeah, that was the goal that everybody looked at Beckham in a different way, wasn't it? From the halfway line at Palace.
Yeah. I remember that very well. By the way, thank you for the 5 people today that have subbed. If you haven't, please do keep subbing and please do smash the like button. We should easily be on 200, not on 139. Come on, people. Tight people. Here's Gundogan. City just tried to find that space, but look at the sea of red shirts. There are red shirts everywhere.
It's great. You got all the defenders are like between 5 and 10 yards apart, which is excellent. They're just cutting down space. There we go, and straight through. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We're halfway through the second half.
When our centre halves play, we've got ours are like, it's like you could drive a double-decker bus through the gaps.
Because there's only two covering the whole width of the pitch.
Lubo, I'm sure Orient will be happy to see that Kevin De Bruyne is stripping off.
Well, listen, that's what a great ball. That's a compliment to them that Pep needs to bring him off the bench.
Yep, agreed. No. A Sanctuary 7, what he means is the ground was Crystal Palace's ground. It was Selhurst Park. That's what Lubo, I think that's what you meant, Lubo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was
it wasn't Selhurst Park.
Yeah, because they used to share a ground. They used to share the ground, didn't they?
Yeah. In fact, if people remember, Klinsmann pulled Spurs right away from any relegation worries, any relegation fears, with 4 goals at Selhurst Park against Wimbledon.
Yeah, I remember it well.
When we beat them 6-2.
I remember it well. Keeley, I'll tell you what, they're defending so admirably. Yeah. This is all I would ask. If I'm a fan of this team, that's what I ask. You've gone up against a superior outfit and you've defended and worked your socks off.
Win it. That's it.
So here's Galbraith on the right-hand side. He's played a ball to the back of the penalty area.
No.
It's gone all the way through to Kelman. He's one-on-one with Rico Lewis.
That's it. Well played.
And it's a throw-in to Leyton Orient. There's old Noel Gallagher in the stands. Oh, it always makes me laugh when you see multi-millionaires sitting with the rest of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Anyway, so they've got 20 minutes, give or take 30 seconds. They've got 20 minutes, Orient. So hold on.
I'd love this to go to extra time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they've given themselves every chance. By the way, big up to Craig Lee, who said, Savva, how do you rate our chances in the final? And obviously, Craig, if you can't tell, is a massive Newcastle United fan. Look, I think you've got every chance. Listen, Liverpool are a top team, but you've got a brilliant coach. Hang on, I'm going to cut off for 1 second here. Here's Donnelly. Can he get the cross in? No, he's laid it back. The cross does go in, but it's hit Jack Grealish up the arse, and the move has petered out. Look, for me, I think what you'll have is a manager that will set up accordingly against Liverpool. Do you agree, Lubo? I'm not saying Liverpool can't win, but I think Eddie Howe will set you up hard to beat rather than a 4-0 wide open thing. And what you've got is you've got Isak and Gordon. You've got two big guns in that team that can get goals from nothing. So listen, good luck to you. In some ways, I'd love to. In all ways, I'd love to see Newcastle win that now.
Me too. When you're looking at the little 1 or 2% that you need to help you win a game, Liverpool the Tuesday or Wednesday before the League Cup final are in the Champions League last 16, whereas Newcastle will have a clear week, which all helps. Mm-hmm. We'll play the two.
Tony, they absolutely could have too much for them. But what we have seen is Eddie Howe this year set up brilliantly v City, brilliantly v Spurs twice, brilliant v Arsenal 3 times, brilliantly versus somebody else. I was watching. You know, they've done really well.
Foden and De Bruyne. There we go. All the big guns are on now, apart from Haaland, I think.
Yep.
In terms of attacking. 87's off. That's McAtee, I think.
If you're Orient's players after 71 minutes and you're going, right, let's have a breather. Oh shit, De Bruyne and Foden are coming on.
Do you know what? I'd be looking at this and thinking, great, I'm going to match myself and let's see how well I do against these boys.
Sure.
And that's the message he would have sent them out with.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Go and
72
show the
minutes.
world how good you are.
Yeah.
Win your, I know it's a cliche, but win your individual battles.
Look at this. Go on, Kelman. Keep going, keep going.
Crossed.
Oh, no one there. Sugar.
God, he's bobbled right in front. I don't know if the keeper left that on purpose or what, but it bobbled right in front of him.
Look, he's pushed. Who's he knocked off the ball there?
Silva, I think.
Yeah.
I think he left it on purpose, the keeper, but
he must have had a call. He must have had a call to let it run. That's blocks. Win it.
As Lubo got shares in Leyton Orient.
No, my second's always been my second team.
Here we go. Philly is 100% right. If Spurs played this Orient team, we'd definitely be going out.
Possibly.
Because there'd be no fight. There'd be no fight. But anyway, big up Philly. Oh, dearie me. So here is Man City, got the ball on the halfway line. Again, Orient in a really good shape. This time the ball goes through to Marmoush. Turns, lays the ball off to the...
That's great.
And it's out for a Man City throw. For sure. It's amazing what a well-organised, structured team can do at any level of the game.
You can see that was something like a 90 or 87th minute winner for City here, can't you?
Unfortunately, I can see it because
make it.
That's what happens so often in these games, isn't it? But hey, you 16 minutes, anything can happen, right? So
that's a great run through. One out. Oh.
Here's Silva, gives it to De Bruyne. He's going to dink it to the middle of the pitch. The boys come in, great defending again. Really good defending. I thought he was just going to leash that into the bottom corner. Brilliant defending from the Orient player there. Here's Gundogan. Feeds the ball through. And
straight through to Keeley. Brilliant.
To the arms of Keeley. So, listen, whatever happens here today, they can be very proud of this.
Oh, terrific.
Ethan said, we struggled against Tamworth.
We did. Yeah. That shows you the level of Tottenham this season, doesn't it, eh?
Oh, doesn't it just?
You know, Tamworth should have been 4 or 5-0.
Oh, what to them?
And the other thing also is that, Tamworth have got a 4G pitch. So the technically better players, it should be an advantage for. But again, it was effort, wasn't it? There was no real commitment. It was unlucky. Mess it up.
Mess it up.
Yeah. Go on, win it. Well played.
Yeah, good.
Keep it going, you O's. Look at this.
Oh, go on, son.
Come on and bury it.
Oh, okay.
First shot.
Kelman, I mean, it was a very tight angle, but to be fair, he got the shot away and he troubled the keeper. And it's a corner kick to Leyton Orient. And this is where, if they're going to score, this is where they got to score from. Yes, I truly believe they would. Yes, I think we are that bad. That's what I'm saying. We talk about, Liverpool are always going to batter us. The same people midweek that were saying, I think we win one, draw 1-1 or win 1-0 or Ange masterclass. Suddenly it was, but Liverpool are stronger than us. Well, yeah, sure. But, it doesn't mean there can't be fight. Corner kick, whipped in, cleared. It's bounced off the Leyton Orient player's knee. And now Marmoush can bring it down. Done really well there, Marmoush. That's a cynical foul, that. That's a cynical foul.
I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, God, you're all right. That's a horrible foul. Only a yellow card. I think he's... for me, that's a red. That's a red all day long. Have a look at this. He is Oh, right down the back of his. Oh, right down the back of his calf. Oh, that's a naughty tackle. Oh, naughty tackle on Marmoush. We play on. Here is John Stones at the back. Is this John Stones? I think it is. He lays it off to Bernardo Silva. Really naughty tackle, wasn't it? That was really naughty. Oh. There's a really good ball down the line. Rico Lewis, he's one-on-one with his player. A couple of step overs, lays it off. Here's Phil Foden. Brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle from Pratley. But they can't get the ball out. They can't get the ball out. But Lubo's... Oh, hang on. Here's De Bruyne. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 to City. And it's that moment of class. The ball played into the channel. And De Bruyne with a little deft touch to make it Man City 2-1. Yeah, it was a really good ball down the channel. And De Bruyne with a little deft. Did you see it, Lubo?
No. Here we go.
Yeah, look at this. Grealish, look at that. That's the difference in quality, right? Look, that's the difference in quality. Superb ball from Grealish. Superb touch from De Bruyne. And nothing that the keeper or the defenders could have done about that. That's just about quality. That is. But 11 minutes to go.
And look how they're celebrating. It took them 78 minutes.
Indeed.
To get ahead.
Indeed.
Look how relieved they all are, the fans.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I think you're right. We did know it was coming, but it's that romantic side, isn't it? The longer the game goes on, you start thinking, could it? Will they? It's a big ask. It's a big ask. You know, it's a big ask. But I tell you what, I think that the most relieved man must be the one who made the foul on Marmoush, because I don't know if you've seen it back, Lupo. It was an awful tackle.
Bit cynical, wasn't it?
A red card. But listen, all is not lost.
You're still in it.
Of course, you're still in it. It's only one goal. A third kills it, but at the moment, 2-1. You never know. I had Barry, as in Emerson Royale's #1 fan club. He messaged me saying, "I told you it would be 3-0 Orient." Hang on, they're in again here, City. They're just starting to opening up those gaps. Here's Savio. He's come back on himself. He's laid the ball back to Rico Lewis. He goes into Gundogan. City now, not with the same urgency. I think the relief in the City team will be overwhelming at the moment, because that would have been a real tough pill to swallow, wouldn't it, going out to the Orient from their perspective. And they got Madrid on Tuesday night. So from Orient to Madrid, that's a couple of games. Oh, Barry, just live in it, mate. Barry, you're always in it. You're always in it. Just stay in it.
What's that? Did you say Barry, the Emerson Royale fan?
Yeah. Hang on, they're cutting in again. Here's Rico Lewis, drills it across, blocked again. But the Orient centre-halves, and well, the whole Orient team have defended brilliantly here. They've defended absolutely brilliantly. Okay, look, Poch back, Kane summer off the 26 World Cup. We've all got to the stage where we're so desperate for a new manager. I'll be asking for Birkinshaw back next. And I don't even think he's alive, is he?
I think it might be.
Is Birkinshaw alive?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'd remember if he passed away.
Yeah. Because Nicholson's definitely passed, hasn't he? He passed a while back.
That was 10 years ago. I think it was 10 years. Maybe more.
Yeah, long time ago. Yeah, long time ago. Elliot has said, Savva, who do you think will win over 2 legs between City and Madrid? I don't. Do you know what? I think it's going to be a really good game because when I watch Madrid, I'll be honest, Madrid bore me a little bit. I don't actually think Madrid are a great team to watch, but what they've got is big guns all over the park. They've got pace, power. They're solid. They're a strong team, but Man City at the moment aren't Man City. I would say probably Madrid over 2 legs, playing the second leg at the Bernabeu favourites. But tell you what, it's a monster of a tie for a knockout.
Yeah.
It's a monster of a tie. You think the last few years, those two have been competing in quarters and semis together. Here's De Bruyne, whips it across Keeley, safe hands. And it's still Leyton Orient 1, Man City 2. Don't forget, guys, in an hour's time, we'll have another stream for you. Anyone, obviously, I'm not expecting Lubo to join, but anyone can join in terms of all the scores coming in from the FA Cup, the League, Championship, League 1, League 2, all of the foreign leagues as well. But yeah, it should be a good game. You know, it should be a good game. But I think we know now that we're not expecting Man City to come out and be vintage. We're not expecting them to come out and do to teams what they've been doing the last 4 or 5 years. But Madrid, as I said, I don't ever watch them and go, wow, if I'm honest. I don't watch them and go, wow.
You know what it is? They've been the worst team, Sav, in a lot of games in the Champions League over the last few years, but they've managed to pull out late goals and nick results.
Absolutely. And that's what they've got, the mark of champions. And this is when I say big guns, I mean players that sometimes don't do anything for 90 minutes, but they get there. They get it over the line.
Get in, win it. Come on, ref. Shouldn't be putting Donnelly up for a foul.
I love this. Jordan, stop trying to get Lubo riled up.
Why is that, Jordan? Oh, he's taking Donnelly off.
There you go. He's been so bad, he's coming off in the 85th minute.
Terrible.
Jordan, I think as much as you might be jesting there, I think it's really difficult, isn't it? Because we've seen that one moment of class from him. Other than that, in a game like this, you're not expecting Donnelly to get loads of the ball and create loads. They don't have the football. So it's very difficult to judge him against Man City playing for Orient. Now, if he played for Spurs against Man City, now we'll see how good he is. But for me, he's at the right place. For me, he's at the right place at the moment in his trajectory.
Development.
Have a great year at Orient. Come back. Maybe next season he goes. I don't know. Maybe the first team for Spurs. Maybe he goes into the Championship. I don't know.
Or I can't even say lower Premier League team because we're down there with them.
Yeah. Maybe a team in 14th. Wait. Hang on. Wait. I love this. Ian, are you still Anjin? When was he in Anjin?
When was I Anjin? Who's saying that?
I don't know. Gabrielle, whoever that is.
Am I still Anjin? I think they're taking the mickey somewhat. There's a bit of banter in it.
Got to be. Bant. Hashtag
banter.
banter. There's a ball over the top from Orient. This is what they've got to do. Bernardo Silva, who's adopted his new left-back role, has just cleared the ball. All the while, it's one goal in it, though. All you need is one big up and under. One cross.
Goes to extra time. Can you imagine?
Yeah, one deflected shot. So the long throw cleared only as far as the Orient player whose snapshot was cleared. And now they've got it again in the box. Turn shot. Over the bar by Pratley. And was that it? Was that the chance? We know, Gabrielle. We know.
Worst manager. I've got to say, worst manager I've ever seen at Tottenham. Out of all of those that I mentioned before, he has got to be the worst. All the others you knew would be okay for Division 1 or the Premier League. This guy, sorry, not a chance.
I completely agreed. Completely agreed. You tight gits in the chat. Smash that like button, please. Smash that like button. Right, there's a throw in now for Leyton Orient.
Another long
on the right-hand side. It's launched into the box. Headed down. It's bobbling about, but City are going to clear it. Here's Marmouche. They've got a break now. Marmouche is clipped again. Marmouche, welcome to the lower levels of English football, my friend.
He's giving him a yellow card as well. What is it with these refs? One foul and they pull a yellow out. It's mad.
Let's have a look.
It's mad.
No, that wasn't. For me, that's just a foul. For me, that's just a foul. But
ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
But the yellow the player got just now should have been a red. So
I don't know. Listen, was it violent play? I didn't think so.
That's because he's shit, Rohin. That's because he's shit, and I support Tottenham Hotspur. That's why we mention it, mate. This, Craig, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Craig. Anyway, we're into the last 90 seconds of normal time. Leyton Orient have cleared them. I think that's what you've got to do now, Orient. Don't try and play it through. I think you've got to go with the old up and under. Yeah. Try and put these centre halves under pressure. Fran, I've given up trying to guess. All I know is even if we get knocked out to Villa tomorrow, there'll be excuses. But just so you know, if we lose tomorrow to Villa, guys, right? If we lose tomorrow to Villa, it will be the 9th of February and we will be 14th in the Premier League and out of both domestic cups. That would be an absolute shit show, wouldn't it, Lubo?
Well, the same as last year. No different. We went out Jan 26th, I think it was, to City.
But we weren't 14th.
No, we weren't 14th. You're right.
That's the difference.
Here we
go. If you're going to get knocked out of the cups, but you're challenging for the top 4 in Champions League, cool. If you're knocked out of both cups and you are 14th in the Premier League, questions need to be asked.
Well, I genuinely think that he would have run his course. He'd have, he's a cat and he's on his 9th life, I think. And if they go out tomorrow, I think he's gone. If not, you've seriously got to question what this chairman is doing. Great ball in. Oh, he's put it over the top.
Oh, that was it.
It's that was the moment. What a shame. See, shouldn't have pulled
that was the moment, wasn't it?
If Donnelly had been there, that would have been 2-2.
Oh, he just didn't
what a chance.
His foot around it enough, did he?
Free shot, 5 yards on the angle.
That was... Will they get another moment? Was that the moment?
What a great dead ball.
Great cross.
4 minutes.
Cross. There's Donnelly at the back.
All right, keep it going. City rattles.
4 minutes of injury time. We've got 3.5 of it to go.
Win it. Oh, well played.
3.5 to go.
No, they're wasting time now, City.
City now just want to get back up that motorway and get home, don't they?
Yeah.
Great performance from Leyton Orient, whatever happens here.
Absolutely magnificent.
They can be really, really proud of this. See, this is what I said the other night, Lubo. There's ways to lose games.
Yeah.
And the other night, how we played was not the one.
Here we go. Another long throw. Difference is, their owners are determined that Orient work their way up the pyramid. Look at this. Come on.
Turn.
Blocked again.
Oh, it's blocked. Oh. And then
Look at
it's
this,
cleared, is
they
it?
are-
No, still not cleared.
They're hanging in there, City, aren't they?
They are. They are.
Right,
Go
wide,
on with
ball in the
him.
box, ball in the box.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
And now Marmouche is on the break. He's
Oh.
dazzling. He's beating everybody. Oh, wow. What wonderful footwork. Then it's gone to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's going to play in Savio. Great tackle. Really good tackle again by that centre half. Great tackle again. Really well. That ball used to play for Spurs.
Could be.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure he used to play for Spurs. Hang on.
No, it's gone now, isn't it? About just under a minute and a half left.
Dominic Ball came through Spurs Youth Academy in 13-14.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's since gone on to play for Rangers, Rotherham, Aberdeen, QPR, Ipswich, and now the Orient. Millwall have beaten Leeds 2-0.
Jesus.
Millwall beating Leeds 2-0. For anyone that cares, in the League One, Charlton winning again. Charlton 2, Stevenage 0 in the 85th minute. Charlton now into the playoffs. And the reason why I say that is
They're on
they're near me.
47 points, are they?
Mark, that's because, big up to you, my friend. That's because, unlike a lot of these fans who don't even know who Harry Redknapp is, I've been a Spurs fan forever. And do you know what I mean? So there is 30 seconds left. Man City have got the ball in the corner area, but Orient have got a throw in. It's going to be launched long. This is it now. It's got to go forward, but Foden
Last
wins it
chance.
back, flicks it over the head. Orient have got to find a way to pump this forward like
Down.
that. There you go. Can they get there? No, it's going to fall to
No.
Bernardo Silva.
He'll let it run. There you go.
That's the difference between experience and not, isn't it?
Yeah. Really well, he's telling his guys, close down those players. Keep chasing. That's it.
And it's over.
Finally,
It's
look at
over.
that.
What
a
maximum
performance.
respect. Maximum respect there,
Fantastic.
though.
Look at that.
I thought they played brilliantly, Lubo. I'll give them that.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I'll get the list of home games and give you a shout. Come down with us.
Yeah. Well, look, Lubo, I am going to leave it there, guys. I'm back at 3 p.m. for a live score show for all of Europe, the FA Cup, the league, everything. Join me, please, guys, at 3 p.m. for that. Lubo, thanks for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Really
Pleasure.
good cup game of football.
Goal of the season from Donnelly. There you go. And we
The
saw
own
it
goal?
here on your show.
The
On
own
your
goal.
show. Hey?
The own goal.
The own goal. That's
Everyone.
what you call vision. There you go. First team next season. Well played, Jamie.
Take care, everyone. Right, everyone. See you
guys.
later. See you at 3 p.m. Take care. And thank you very much for all the likes, the super chats, and the subscribers. Take care, everyone. And as always, Ange out, Enoch out, Levy out,
Levy out.
Lubo in, Savva in, and come on, you Spurs.
Use